Hey, good morning, guys. Let me close that. That's better. Today I'm going to give you a lesson on angles in a circle. I apologize, this is like the most rudimentary drawing ever, but you'll get the point. So if we want to talk about angles in a circle and their intercepted arcs, what matters is where the vertex is located. So I have drawn you 4 different scenarios. Notice that in this first one, the vertex is in the center of the circle. So for example, we would be talking maybe about this angle and then its arc, which is here. This one, the vertex is on the circle. And we would be talking about this angle and its intercepted arc here. This one, the vertex is in the circle, and maybe we're talking about this one here. Although understand, there's lots of choices, right? I could have chosen this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. And then this one, we're talking about a vertex that is outside the circle. So this would be our vertex. We're talking about this angle here and his intercepted arc over here. So the first two, oops, let me try to focus this a little bit better. There we go. The first two should be familiar to you. We have actually already learned these, right? This is your central angle and this is your inscribed angle. So for example, if this arc here were, I don't know, let's give this some letters. Let's say that arc AB is equal to 120. We would know that angle ACB is also equal to 120. For central angles, we know the arc and the angle are the same measure. For this little guy, inscribed angles, we know that if arc CA was, let's say it was 60 degrees, right? From the arc back to the angle, it's getting smaller. So we would know that it has a 2-to-1 relationship. So angle CBA would be equal to 30 degrees. So those were in our level 2. We have already learned those. For this guy, where you have these angles inside of the circle, first of all, remember that if you added these 4 together, it would equal 360, right? Similarly, if you added the 4 arcs together, it would equal 360. So in this scenario, they will tell you, for example, maybe this arc is 10 degrees and this arc is 30 degrees, right? And then they want you to find the measure of the angle. And the way that this works is you add the 2 arcs together. I'll put some little notes. Add 2 arcs, and then you divide by 2. And that will give you the angle. So if I add 30 plus 10 divided by 2, let me put some letters on here for us. A, B, C, angle. Uh-oh, I'm off the page. Hold on. Angle ABC is going to equal 20 degrees. And from that, we can figure out all the rest of the angles, because if we know that this angle right here is 20 degrees, this one is also 20 degrees because these are vertical angles. And then do you notice that this is supplementary angles? These are 180. So if we do, sorry, I don't know why it doesn't want to focus very good for you guys. See if we can get it a little bit better. So if we do 20 plus what would equal 180, we know that this angle is 160, and the same over here. This one would be 162. And then we can also, yeah, so that's how you find, that's how you would find all of those angles in there, okay? And then for outside the circle, it's very similar. Let's say that this arc was, let's say this arc was 100 degrees, and this arc was 5 degrees, this little teeny one inside here. So what you do when it's outside the circle is you subtract the two arcs, and then divide by 2. So pretty easy to remember. If it's inside the circle, the vertex, you add the arcs, divide by 2. If it's outside the circle, you subtract the arcs, divide by 2. So in this case, we would have 100 minus 5 divided by 2. And that would be 95 divided by 2. And that would be what? 45, 47, 47.5? I don't know, something crazy. And so what we have found is that this angle right here is 47.5. Okay. And we will make sure that we do some practice on this. You have a, I don't know, is it an IXL, is it Delta Math? I don't know, but you got some practice on this.